right, Father Moo in your area, in the big church, on a Sunday, any given Sunday. How's it going out there? Father Moo here, getting close to the end of the 99 streams on the Nord Micro Modular. Sorry, I had to take a little sneeze break there. I think we're going to try and cram in 97, 98, and 99 into this calendar year. And as I said in a previous short announcement video, I'm going to be doing January this month, but I'm going to keep doing Nord Micro Modular streams, which will sort of be tied into that project. So you'll still be able to hear my quote-unquote soothing voice doing the programming and the explaining like I usually do here, if that's a thing you want to hear. So with the end of the year in mind, I was thinking, what didn't we do, or what did we try and fail to properly do in the Nord Micro Modular streams that we could get right before the end of the year. And I thought of something. It's much less of a musical concept than I usually bring to a stream. I'm going to need this MIDI global, and I'm going to need this clock divider fixed. So there's been, most of the time you see me use this little bad boy, Clock Gen, but today we're going to use the global MIDI. We did that a couple times with the minimal dub generator machine that I built. It's more like a template than a machine. And I got to find the correct little drop down here for this. What I'm going to do differently today is I want to use a certain output which we haven't used before, which is this, T8. So if you look here, and I double checked, the MIDI global out, that clock goes into here, MIDI clock in, and it's sending 24 beats per whatever. Every 24 beats can be divided by 8, or it can be divided by 2, or it can be divided by 3, it can be divided by 4, and you will get these outputs from it. So almost everything we did previously was in straight time, like in 4/4, and sometimes we had stuff that was a little bit swung, but for the most part, that's the time signature we were working in. So I thought I'd do something in a 3 time, or in a 3/4 time, or maybe it might be in 9/4, but or 9/8, but we're gonna do something which has a different sort of bass tempo to it. So that's the extremely limited plan for today. I will say that I was listening to a great album. The album is called Green, and I think the artist's name is Yoshimura. Hiroshi Yoshimura. I think that's right. If you search Green and Ambient on YouTube, you'll find it. And he does a lot of stuff in triplet rhythms. He was using like a computer sequencer and a couple of DX7s, which have a beautiful digital sound, but he manages to make them sound almost analog and very organic with his programming, which is, if you know anything about those synths, that's pretty hard to do. But anyway, I've got a bit of a hit, one of his type of sequences floating around in my mind, so I think that's what I'm going to aim for today. So let's start with this oscillator. I think I'm also going to take this one Yep, and I'm going to take the Slave FM to go with it. So we're going to use two oscillators today. The bottom two are going to be doing FM, which is one of the great discoveries of this series for me, how pleasant it is just to send one oscillator into another and do FM and not have it be super complicated, but have it still be musically useful to you. And I'm going to blend that more digital FM sound with a more traditional analog sound using a square wave. That wasn't part of the plan. I just made that up now. And you know what? Just because I've got a third input, why don't I try oscillator noise generator? That might be interesting. So I don't know how much of that we're going to need. In fact, I will dial it down in the beginning just to keep things reasonable, because the noise oscillator can have a very hot output. But yeah, there's our sound design there. In fact, I think I want to take this one down an octave to E3 so they don't step on each other's toes too much. Then we're going to have to filter the whole thing. I think I'll try classic low-pass filter. I'm a fan of that one. And we'll just use our typical envelope over here of the AD envelope. And, well, we're going to do a little bit of testing today just to make sure those tempos are right. But, well, let's put the 8-input mixer here. I don't know if we'll need it. It's not a big deal. If I put the 3, I may end up running out of the space I need. Let's finish off the wiring. So the mixer into the filter and the filter into the envelope generator. And over here we're going to need... Here I'm going to put some drums. I think I'm going to use the drums, but before I make my sequence, I just want to test my triplet theory with the outputs of the fixed clock gen. So just having a couple of, let's make 2 snares and wire them into the mixer as well. And let's just do a check right now. I've got the volume up, but it's not too loud. So what if we... First, you can't see it, but the tempo is set to 80 BPM in the settings of the synth. So I'm just going to send this to here. Yep. Yep, that seems right. What if we do this? Yep, it's easier to hear on this one, though. Cool. Okay, so we are doing the right thing. So we'll still be using this output. I wonder, we might end up using the 8 as well, just to get that contrast, but we'll see if we need it. So let's go ahead and set up some more sequencing here. Here's an event sequencer. We're probably going to need 2 of them, I can tell. If we have 2 drums and a synth, they're going to need at least 3 event sequence outputs, and we're going to take 1 note sequencer. Is this the one I want? I think I want B. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. These both the sequencers have gate out, so if this is going to be a 6-step sequence, which is what I had in mind, let's go ahead and do this. I already feel like the tempo is too fast just from what we already heard during our test. So I'm going to go in and make it even slower. I'm going to make it like friggin' 50. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. And let's hook up that clock to T8. Great. I have a bit of a sequence in my mind. So let's go ahead and just program it right now while we're at it. Okay. Send this into here and into Sorry, I was just coughing and programming at the same time there. So we sent the output here into these two inputs, and this slave FM oscillator we're not hearing is, of course, he's modulating this one, so we need to open up the FM amount. I really like this. What I'm hearing here is the square wave on top and the FM oscillator on the bottom. They're an octave apart. To give it just a bit more motion, why don't we do Father Moose old classic trick. You can use this instead of a sine wave. Triangle is almost the same. Set it real slow. And then open up the PWM. So they both have a nice motion to them now. It's a bit of an odd sound, but I like it. And the sequence is working for me too. I'm going to just leave the drums for now, just following my instincts here. I want to make another melodic sequence to go with this. There was a moment when I had this one all the way down. So it wasn't getting any pitch, but that actually sounded kind of cool to me. So I'm wondering, I may use one of the other outputs here. I haven't figured it out exactly in my brain yet. But I do know that I will need another note sequencer, so let's make that. And we use square, we use sine. Why don't we go with... Oops, that's the wrong one. We need a B. Let's use triangle wave, because we're going to do a more of a bass line here. So we'll take him down to E2. And give him a filter. I'll give him a different one just to be different. No, that's not the one I want. I'll give him the same filter, but I'll give him a different slope. Give him 18 here. And he can take the same kind of envelope. That's doing fine. oscillator filter, filter to envelope. They can go to channel 4. We'll figure out the drums later. I really don't worry about that right now. So yeah, he's set to triangle. Let's open this up a little bit. I wonder if... Okay, yeah, let's try this. I'm going to set him to 1/8 notes. I'm going to use one of these. What? I'm trying to do the math in my head here. Maybe this? I don't know anymore. Let's do some experimenting and figure it out. I think this is right. I'm just Yep. That's what I was going for. So now I want to adjust the pitch slightly. I guess I want it to be on 7 and 8. Need this. That's the notes I wanted to program, but they're not working out for me. Let's try taking them down an octave. No. Oh wait, I think I heard it. Cool, I like it. It's a bass line, but it's almost like got a drummy kind of quality to it. And I realized I forgot to turn up this guy. I don't know if it's even audible at all. Okay, I don't think I need it. Let's just undo some of those steps. I'm going to turn the noise off and delete that oscillator. So we got something, this one is in 3 and this one is in a different kind of 3. But I think it's pretty nice. It's not amazing, it's pretty nice. I'm going to just listen a bit here for a sec. I think it's pretty good. My ear is telling me, and I trust my ears, to put a phaser in it. So let's do that. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna take another couple slow. Oops, I maxed out the power because I had these phasers selected and I made 2 more phasers as well. That's too many. I just want to have one triangle wave going into the center frequency here, and another one into the spread to get more real slow movement out of the phaser there. Well, I got these drums here, but I don't really think I want to do anything with them. I'm really happy with this. It's simple, but I can hear like a pad synth behind this, which won't fit into the resources of the keyboard as we have it now, but certainly could be added in a overdub somewhere. My brain is already thinking ambient music because of my plans for next month. So yeah, let's just clean this up a bit here. These LFOs can probably live with their buddy over here. Didn't need to push that down. Yeah, I just like it like this. So we're at 60% and I don't musically feel the need to add anything to this, so yeah. Let's go ahead and save it. Sometimes the most important thing is taking out bits, and sometimes another important thing is knowing when not to put in new bits. So I'm going to call this phased in 3's. I hope that's a good description for later. I think it's pretty clear. And I'm going to save it in the synth. That was 97. We hope to hit 99 by the end of this year. So anyway, that's that little pattern. It requires subtlety. I hope you got your headphones on for this one, or very, very good speakers, because like that phaser motion is, I don't think is too overdone. It's underdone, but it gives a lovely motion to the whole thing. A kind of underwater feel. I'm going to try one more thing before I go. I'm going to go back to noise generator, and I'm going to make a somewhat cliched thing. Yeah, that'll work. I don't even... yeah, I can just skip an envelope. Oh, wait, or can I? Yeah, I think I can. Let's just be sure we don't overdo it here. So there's a voice. Let's plug it in here. Yeah, that's right. And we're going to modulate the frequency of that filter. So you're going to get almost nothing at times. Well, in fact, you're going to get actually nothing at times. But then, hello? gonna wait for it. Here we go. That's good, but just to be picky, okay, I'm gonna do this. I like that sound and that idea, but I didn't hear that with phaser on it. Maybe this is just me, as I said, being picky. So I'm going to make a mixer here and another one here. So this is the final output, and the noise will go straight into that. The two synths will go into the first phaser, into the first mixer. There's the mixer into the phaser. Sorry, that was a bit overwhelming there for a sec. But this is the way I like it. We're going to take the master level down a tad. I'm going to attach him to a slightly faster LFO. He's going so slow there you can barely hear him. Still can't hear him, but that's okay. You should be able to soon. Good. Yeah, I'm glad I made that little addition. He's not in 3's, but he just phases through when he wants to. Let's do that one more time for him to come back. Okay, good. And save it in the synth. Cool. Well, that's it for this patch. We'll see you very soon. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. And if you haven't watched the speedrun video, I highly recommend it. Not because it's good, but because it's funny. Check it out. We'll see you next time. This is Father Moo. Peace.